Hello and happy Monday motivation, you guys. And I'm Mary Fulton, and I am here to share 4 tips to help you stay consistent. So consistency is the key to success. Anybody that you see who has succeeded in their business, their relationships, their spirituality, their mindset, their body, has all been because of consistency. The problem is that many of us, including myself, have high expectations for ourselves, and we want to achieve our goals really quick. We live in a time where everything is fast, and it's like you want it now. And so waiting is hard, and being patient is hard. And so I wanted to come on today because I wanted to just share a few tips to help you right now. And this is the tip number 1 before you go, if you're going to leave. That whatever you're doing in your life, whether it's for your body, your mind, your soul, your business, it is not a straight, perfect line like this, like data, right? Like a graph. It's not. My coach always tells me, Mary, it's not a straight line. This is the end goal, and this is where you are. And you're going to get there, but it's not a perfectly straight line. It's literally going to be like this, and sometimes explosions, and then back up, and then back down. And it might even be like this for a while. It might even just be no movement, right? But to stay the course is to finish out what you started. To keep showing up every day, even though you can't see the change or your circumstances change, which they do. And so that's the second point I want to talk about. So point number 1, that reaching a goal doesn't look like a straight, perfect line. It has bumps and dips and storms and valleys, and that's part of it. I'm turning 45 this year, and I feel like what I thought life would be like when I was 20 versus what life really is are very, very different. And it's not that you can't achieve the goals. I still have my big dreams of things that I want to do, and I am pursuing them. I'm not giving up. That's the difference, is realizing that you haven't been consistent and you haven't tried everything. You haven't tried what works for you maybe, or done it long enough. And so I wanted to give you your tip number 2, which is to define clear goals of where you want to go. If you really want to lose weight, okay, then let's make some small goals to get there. Something that is livable and you can do and you can start to show up to for yourself. So saying you're going to go to the gym 7 days a week when you never go to the gym at all is a really big jump. So why don't you start with taking a walk first, and then saying, okay, hey, I'm going to hire a trainer. That's my step 2, so I can learn what I'm doing. Step 3, maybe I'll try a class. Step 4, whatever you can do with accountability that's going to help you. But what I really wanted to share was like my own personal journey. So let's just share. Oh, geez, there's so many things I can pick. But if we focus on fitness, physical fitness. So I've had 3 kids, and I've actually lost 40 pounds 4 times. And before that, I've lost weight and, done all the things many a times. But when I was 24 years old, I realized that I didn't want to be 40 pounds overweight. I hadn't had any children, and I wanted to make a change in my life. And what I did was be consistent. So I went to my meetings for accountability for food. I showed up to my workout classes, made sure I had friends there to keep me accountable, and would just go and make myself go. And I didn't see the change at first. At first, I felt better. I felt like I was accomplishing something I set out to do, and I did start to feel better. And then, you get your first award of you lost 2 pounds, and then 5 pounds, and then 10 pounds, and then 15, and then 20, and then 25, and then you hit some plateaus, and then you get to 30, and then, oh my gosh, I got to 40 pounds. And by the time you get to that place, it's not hard anymore. That's the thing. it's not hard when you go from you losing the 20 pounds to 40 pounds. It's not, because you already created the consistency. It's just that it's from pound 0 to pound 5 to 10, because this is when you are most vulnerable to fall back into your old habits, to fall back into compromising, to fall back into whatever it was that got you where you are today. Whether that's being lazy, whether that's, and you only know, we all know. For me personally, I've been doing my macros and I haven't had the success that I've wanted because I haven't been consistent. So I keep coming back to the front line to show up again and say, this time I'm gonna really make it happen, because I have before. And so, hi, Patrick Henry, PTA. I'm talking about consistency. And so one thing that I wanted to do was tell you what were the things that helped me, and it's really stacking your habits. So instead of thinking about that you want to lose 100 pounds or you want to start to make $10,000 a month, right? It's saying, okay, what's the first thing I'm going to do? I'm going to show up like this. And when I do that, it's going to create this next habit and the next one and the next one and the next one. And habit stacking is perfect. Drink your water, start to track your food, right? And you just stack them. But if I were to tell you today that you need to drink 128 ounces of water, I need you to count all of your macros, and I need you to do all your workouts every single day. You might do it couple days and then drop off. It would be maybe too much, right? It just depends on where you're at. So I just wanted to encourage you that consistency is key, and that most of us beat ourselves up, and then we basically say to ourselves, I'm too old, or I'm not smart enough, or I don't have enough money, I don't have the resources. But at the end of the day, you have everything that you need to make it happen. You are, and I are not different than anybody else who has been a successful business person, a success in their relationship, a success with their body. See, success leaves clues across the board. If you have success in one area of your life, say you're really great at budgeting money, then you can be great at budgeting your food, right? Or vice versa. If you're really great at waking up early, like those are some of my strengths. I get up at 3:30, take a cold shower, So if I'm really good at that and showing up for that, why can't I show up for myself in other ways? And so instead of looking at yourself and seeing what you're not good at, or thinking that, I'm just never consistent at that and I can't do those workouts, or I can't be like that, why don't you first look at what you are doing well in your life? And it doesn't have to be related to your goal. And then if you're having success in one area of your life, then look at the things that you're doing. And why? Why do you have such a good marriage? Why are you so good at being a parent? Why is your business growing so well, right? And when you look at all of those successes that you've personally had, you just kind of need to look at that and make a little roadmap for your other goal, because success leaves clues. If you're great at money budgeting, then you can also be great and be disciplined at eating better, right? It's just that maybe you try it for a little bit and then you go back to your old habits. And so consistency, and that's kind of our theme this week on my channel and in everything we're doing, because I'm doing a ab challenge right now, and we're going to be consistent every day. You're going to see my videos every day that we're doing the ab challenge, and we're going to get to a 5-minute hover. I can't get to a 5-minute hover unless I consistently step into practicing a hover for a minute 20, for 2 minutes, to eventually in a month get to 5 minutes. Or if you don't get to 5 minutes and you get to 2, that's amazing. But if you never do it, you're never going to be good at it. Like pull-ups. I could never do a pull-up before. Well, I can now. I've been practicing for 2 years. So And I've had injuries and then like had setbacks, and do it again and build the strength again. Oh, shoulder injury. Okay, do it again. So I just want to remind you that whatever your goal is, it's not the straight line. There's going to be a lot of bumps, and it's really about you just keep showing up. Don't try to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. I don't care. All the people out there that they are having success. Say like you see someone and they're like, oh my gosh, but they eat so well and I just don't. Well, but how did they start? And they were consistent, right? So like, let's give it a quick little example. Say today you decided, all right, Mary, you know what? I got off that motivation with you and I just feel ready. I'm going to stack my habits. I'm going to make myself priority and I am going to do it, right? And then tomorrow you go to start eating healthy and then you don't have the right foods to eat, right? So then what happens? Well, you end up at In-N-Out, which is a great choice. I love In-N-Out. But you see, so the only way to be consistent is to plan it, prepare it, and then execute it. And then repeat those 3 steps every day. And the day that you don't do it, you don't beat yourself up because you didn't start over. You just left off here. And so we're going to keep climbing the mountain. And we're going to keep going up till we get to that final goal up here at the top. Up here at the top. And we can do it. So I'm here to help you get there. And this is my motivation of the week. Kind of like my own little mini podcast. So again, the 3 tips that I told you today was that consistency or getting to a goal is not a perfectly straight line. It's very messy. Habit stacking. Stack your habits to keep growing towards where you want to go. Success leaves clues. You already have what it takes in other areas of your life. Just duplicate it into the goal that you have right now. And then lastly, you got to set yourself up for success. So plan, prep, write it down, put it in a calendar, make the food, whatever it is. If you're doing your budget, put your cash in an envelope. That's the only way I snowballed my debt. I used to put all my money in envelopes. I haven't been doing that, so I have a debt again. So, yeah. And then what happens when you do have success and then you digress later? Well, you got to come back to consistency because you stop being consistent. That's why you're back to not square one, but back to your old habits. Because it's easy. Because your old habits are comfortable, right? Like when I like one comfort food is like chocolate or Oreos. And so if I'm having a bad day, it's easier for me to say, I'll just have a couple Oreos to offset this issue instead of maybe facing the issue head on, drinking some water, right? So when I go back into my bad habits, that's what happens. I don't want to think about tracking my food. I want to be free. And that's fine sometimes. But then if it takes you completely off your consistency, then you've derailed yourself. So I just wanted to come on here and just encourage you and say that being consistent is the key to all success for relationships, for your body, for your mind, for mind, body, soul, all of it. You want to feel closer to God? Consistently read and pray. You want to feel closer to your family members, friends, your spouse? You got to spend time. And so you want to have a better body? You got to spend time consistently on it. You want to eat better? You got to spend time on it. So consistency equals your time as a priority. And so today I just want to encourage you that you're worth it. You can do it. You have success in other areas of your life that have shown that. So now all you got to do is move it into the area that you're struggling with, that you really want to get there. And I know you can think of it right now. Put it in the chat box right now. If there's one area of your life that you're like, oh, this is the area I want to change, right? It's your body, it's your finances, it's your marriage, right? And there's no better time to start right now. So especially for Valentine's. And then also, I'm going to just throw this out there. I am doing an ab challenge, Get Fabulous, in February. You guys can join me. You could type fabulous after the video and just put it in the comments, and then it'll send you straight to the link so you guys can sign up 30 days to get fabulous in February. So anyways, love you. God bless you. Consistency is the key to all things. So be consistent. I'm hoping to stop putting off the workouts. I know it's hard. Yeah, you can join. So all you need to do is put, yes, you're typing it in right now. Okay, so I need to get your name so I don't lose it. So that I can give you the information. Let me see. I'm going to pin the comment, and then I'm also going to grab your name. What is it? 3X. This is a hard, oh wait, there's your name. Hold on. Xochitl. Oh, Xochitl. Is this Xochitl from Alvarado? Yeah, Xochitl. So when I come off of here, I can post it, and then if you type fabulous once I post this video, it'll give you the link. But I can send it to you. I'll look for you. Yes, staying consistent is hard. And thanks for jumping on and saying hello. Staying consistent is hard and getting up for the early workouts. It's cold right now, okay? Can I tell you how amazing my ladies that come in here to the garage? They come here at 4:30 in the morning. Some of them are driving 20 minutes away. And we do strength training together in here. If you want to do that with us, Xochitl, I think you'd love it. You should come check it out. But I do the strength training groups 4:30 and 5:30 a.m. for all my people that go to work. And it really helps them because, is that Chris Chabekia? It really helps them to start workouts early in the morning, because once they get home, life is just crazy. So, but if coming in person doesn't work for you, I have this virtual challenge, and then you can totally join it. But if you want, I'll message you all this information right now, Sochi. I can even email you to make sure you get it if I can't find you on Instagram. But anyways, so back to consistency. Yes. And it's if you have accountability, Xochitl, just touching on what you're saying, getting up for early morning workouts. Okay, if nobody's going to be there to meet you, nobody's calling you, and you're struggling, it's going to be hard, right? If you have a buddy, if you have a trainer waiting for you, if you have a class, if you have something, somebody calling you, somebody waiting, then it really helps to at least get you through the beginning, if not continuously, right? So, because sometimes we just need that to know that coach is waiting, or our best friend is waiting, and they're like, they got up, so we got to get up, right? So, but I think you'd love the challenge, because you can do it whatever you want, and anyone else that wants to do it, it's 15 to 20 minutes per day. Today was day 1, but you didn't miss out. It's like they're all recorded. I'm recording them as I'm going along, and then you can do them whenever you want to. So I already did day 1 and 2. So tomorrow I'll do day 3, and that'll be loaded up for you when you want to watch it and do it. And Monday through Friday, there are different workouts. Saturday's a catch-up day, and then Sunday's rest day. And that catch-up day is great because you might miss a day, and then you want to get on it. So, yes, I will send you the link, and love you guys. So stay consistent. Consistency is not perfection. It is literally discipline. That's it. Straight up discipline. I mean, if we're going to just be like harsh about it, it is like making yourself do the things you don't want to do when you don't want to do it. That's what consistency is. And then there'll be moments where you've been so consistent that it's so easy because of all the hard work you've laid before you. It's kind of like sowing the seeds and growing the plants, right? So like they will take off, but you have to do that beginning work of plowing the field and pulling out all the roots and all the yucky stuff and like digging through it. And then once you're consistent, then you start flying, and then you see the results. So anyways, love you guys. Stronger together, mind, body, soul. And then Xochitl, I will send you something. And Chris Chabekia, I'm so glad you joined. I love you. Bye.